We know and love him as Downton's Carson, but Jim Carter is here now to tell us why he's throwing his support behind a brand new version of a Mariah Carey classic.
Oh, and we can talk to Jim now. Good morning.
Good morning, Jim. Was that you on the saxophone during that?
I wish.
So just explain Breathe, because you've been a patron of the charity for some time now. This is a truly global song. How has that all come together, and who are Breathe?
Yeah, Breathe are a charity that work within the NHS and for the NHS, providing creative programmes for them. It could be singing for people with lung diseases or respiratory problems, which is very appropriate at the moment. They could do dance classes with people who've had strokes or have trouble with their balance, or with older people to get them moving. Imelda and I got involved with them because of a thing they do that's wonderful called Breathe Magic, where they use magic and top-class magicians to help children with brain damage, hemiplegia, which often means that one half of the body doesn't really work properly. And they go to magic camps, they learn magic tricks, which incredibly motivates them. And the results are spectacular. And Imelda and I heard about this, got in touch and said, look, if there's anything we can do, please let us know. So we've been patrons for 4 or 5 years, raising money for them, raising awareness. They're a brilliant, brilliant charity, Breathe. And everything they do is backed by clinical and scientific sort of data, so it's not just arty-farty. It really, really works. And this single, the Harmony Choir, the Breathe Harmony Choir, which is based at Guy's Hospital in St Thomas's, where the Prime Minister was recently. This was released on Friday, and we just. God, wouldn't it be wonderful if it got in the charts? Wouldn't it be great if the NHS took over the charts?
Wouldn't it be? That would be fantastic.
Would be amazing.
And the track in particular, it's a Mariah Carey song, and she's backed it as well because she tweeted about it, and she got quite emotional when she heard it.
For her to tweet about it, and with her following, is wonderful. And because the lyrics, anytime you need a friend, well, what's more appropriate now? We need to reach out to friends. And Breathe, when they made the single, didn't just do it in London. They put out the message around the world, and I think there are volunteers, not professional singers, volunteers from 12 different countries, all rehearsed online, all joined in. So that big collage.
That sort of organisation is fantastic, and it's come together beautifully. How are you guys? How are you doing? Has Imelda got the entire room, and you've just got one corner of the what's going on there?
I've been running around all morning trying to find somewhere appropriate to set up the camera. And there's roadworks out the front, and there's a leaf blower out the back. And then I found a place with a nice background, and then the sunshine came out, and I looked sort of half in sun, half in shadow. So it does look as if I'm in a tent in the corner.
How are you both? How are you coping? What are you doing?
Imelda's working online because she's rehearsing something at the moment.
Ah, right. Fair enough.
And so how are you keeping busy?
Yeah, well, I've been very busy. Apart from running around, I've also had the trusty plunger out trying to unblock a sink at home this morning, that's all good. I've been avoiding the barber, as you can see.
Hair looks good, I thought. I like it.
I was tips on home haircuts earlier.
Would you let Imelda cut your hair?
Well, she's the daughter of a hairdresser, but no.
And have you been out in the garden? Have you been doing a little bit of work in your man shed?
Oh, Philip, I tell you, I love the garden, and we've been so blessed. Those of us with gardens have been so blessed by this good weather. I've been out there. The poor plants are just saying, Jim, leave us alone now, please. But I've been felt very privileged, really, to be able to see the spring come in so intimately out in the garden, and this glowing visage is a testament to that. I've been out every minute of the day, really.
Yeah, and lots of people are missing their families at the moment, but you've been rather fortunate because you've got your daughter there with you.
So lucky, I tell you, Holly, really. Our daughter and her flatmate were going to have their little flat decorated, so they moved in with us a week before lockdown. So we've had them here the whole time, which has been a real joy, because we'd be desperately missing her if we just had to drive past and wave through the window. So we know how lucky and privileged we are there, and they've been great because they've been helping out with domestic duties and cooking and fun as well.
You've been doing the sink plunging. If you could please give our love to Imelda and to the rest of the family. Anytime you need a friend is by Breathe, the Harmony NHS Choir. It's out now, and it's a terrific song. And Jim, as always, it's lovely to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.